Hey guys, how you doing? This is Zed from Zed Outdoors. I hope you're having an awesome day. So I'm on another Wildcamp, and I am with Billy Souter, aka Wandering the Wild. He's in the Midlands part of the United Kingdom, and he's part of the Wolfpack. I don't know, what's your gang signal for the Wolfpack? Anyway, it's Outdoor Life with Brian and Jordan. Outdoor Life with Brian, another well-known YouTuber. Wandering the Wild, Billy, a very well-known YouTuber. I've been speaking to them guys for a while now, and they're really cool guys. We met at the Bushcraft show for the first time, and very kindly Billy has invited me over to his abode, man. So this is where they do their group camp outs and stuff, and this is the Midlands part of the UK. So I left very early this morning, actually. I left about 5 AM, and it's taken me about 3 hours to get here. So we come here, just taking our time set up. It is gone now, 10:21, sponsored by Casio Solar Power. You know, by the way, I'm not sponsored by them guys, I just got a habit of saying it. So we're camped out now in a private bit of woodland, and I've just set up my basher and hammock. And so the deal is basically this. I obviously did my solo camp out not long ago. I think it's been about 3-4 weeks now. And Billy watched the video, as a lot of people. And obviously there were certain things that I needed to practice on. One of them was firelighting, and obviously a few other bits and bobs. In fact, there's a lot I need to practice on. So what Billy kindly said was, well, look, why don't I come over and camp with him, spend a bit of time, hang out, and we just share some skills. So this is a very kind of chill camp out, but at the same time, we're not just going to be kicking back and eating, right? Obviously food is a big part of it, just the way it goes, I suppose. So anyway, what we're going to do now, we're going to go with the flow. There's no specific itinerary, so we didn't switch into Japanese tourist mode, with like a 15-point, itinerary for the day. Now, I'm basically here for approximately like a 24-hour period. I was hoping to stay a lot longer, but just life, I've got so many things going on. Unfortunately, I can only stay for like roughly a 24-hour period. So we're here in the morning, going to leave tomorrow morning roughly the same sort of time, 9-10 AM. So what we're going to do now is really just go with the flow, and really this is just a video diary just to bring you along with me. I'm going to introduce Billy in a second. We're going to get the first fire going of the day, get our brew going. See, everything does end up revolving around food, doesn't it? I think it's just the way it goes, right? So let me do that, and let's go and chill out now with Billy and get the first fire of the day going. So here he is, the main attraction.
Hello.
Billy, thank you for inviting me down, man.
It's alright.
The thing. So if you don't know Billy, why don't you know Billy? Shame on you people. Unsubscribe from my channel right now, man. But no, Billy's a very... How long have you been on YouTube? You've been on quite a while, haven't you?
Beginning of 2011, I think.
Wow, check that out, man. So he's like the old sage of YouTube, for us newbies, right? But your channel is Wandering the Wild.
Yeah.
The thing. So I started following Billy, not literally. Actually, that is wrong. Started following his channel, I think it was last year. So obviously we've been having a good old banter because he's part of the Wolfpack. Have you got a gang signal for Wolfpack? Is there no?
No, actually, no.
You know?
No.
See, look, that's next on the list, a gang signal for the Wolfpack. So that's Outdoor Life of Brian.
Yeah.
Spielberg Brian. And then we've got Jordan, isn't it?
Jordan, yeah.
Jordan doesn't have a YouTube channel, so Jordan, if you're watching, get your backside on YouTube, man. We want a channel from you. So you very kindly invited me down, man. This is a beautiful location that you got here. Obviously we'll do a quick guided tour, like Grand Designs, isn't it? We'll just do a tour around their abode,
Around the house.
Around the house, the new kitchen and stuff like that. But no, it's so far, what's the weather looking like for the next?
I think it's going to brighten up. I don't think it's going to rain. Hopefully it won't. It's meant to be broken cloud later, so it should be fairly dry.
Driving in from London, it was like Judgment Day, man. Seriously, like absolutely hammering it down, rain or whatever, but the Midlands, man, the gods are looking down upon the Midlands. You sound like Game of Thrones now, man. That's what it sounds like.
It's rare that we do a camp and it's blinking dry.
I know. But basically, we just got a very chilled out itinerary today. We're just going to kind of go with our flow. The key thing is obviously to kind of really, practice some skills. And but Billy, although he doesn't look, he's actually a very smart guy, right? But he really does it. And one thing I do like about you actually is obviously apart from your stylish dress sense, it looks like he's holiday in Barbados or something, man.
I'm always on holiday.
I've come out of a Ray Mears camp, and he's just like laid back and like, yeah, whatever, man, bring it on. But no, one thing I do like about the way you do your thing is you're camping out, and not so much your videos. Obviously, videos are just documenting what you're doing.
Yeah.
But the way you've got your outlook on bushcraft and camping is real primitive and basic. Is that correct?
Yeah, it's a lot different than your standard that everyone does, I think.
Yeah.
I might just be a bit mad that I do it, so...
Standard kit junkies, But I'm weaning myself off that now and stuff. But what we'll do then, what's the first point of call? We're going to get a brew on, aren't we?
Yeah, get a fire going, brew.
We're going to get a fire going, so straight away we're thrown into the thruster thing. So why don't you join us for a brew? So what we've done, we're going to go through some fire lighting and stuff. What I've done now, I've condensed my fire kit down to this. Basically before I used to carry a lot of rubbish, you know, to light fire. But what I've done, I've kind of quickly show you mine, but then I want to show you Billy's. So I've got myself a Scout light my fire still. Got a small optional blade, which is to carry around on day hikes. You don't want to be carrying around a big mortar. And this is a brass container. It's got some Swan Vestas. This is actually a handmade one from the United States, good old US of A. And obviously just a normal lighter, that's it. And then what I've got is just some standard cotton balls in Vaseline in a leather pack. And that is it, that is literally my fire starting kit, nothing more than that. I'm kind of following the whole Dave Canterbury thing of 3 ways to light fire, you know. And this is the kind of like, you know, you can use this to strike, you can cut, you know, like, you know, if you want to go out collecting tinder, you can use this. And like I said, this is just a, you know, just a general all-purpose tinder. So let's just move on, and the real thing I want to look at now is Billy's kit. Okay, so here we have Bill's tinder power. So Bill, do you want to talk us through kind of what you got here?
Yeah, so I think I've had this maybe over a year or 2 years. It's just made out of rabbit for the pouches. It's not great, but it does the job. So what I've got in here is I've got my char cloth tin as well as my flint and steel. I'd say flint and steel's the main method of fire that I like to use, but in here I've got just some lamp wick, some char cloth, pieces of flint, and then there's a few pieces of Maya wood in there as well. But again, the tin, it's got the hole in it, so you can make the char cloth. So the lamp wick you're using if you want to actually process more char cloth, basically? Yeah, you can just char that and use that as well, and it burns for quite a while. So that's the flint and steel. I don't have a lot in here, to be honest. These are just a few, I'd say, surefire pieces, just some waxed cotton, and then a barbecue lighter that I presume has been waxed as well. So if it is really hard to get a fire going, then you use them. I've got a pretty crappy fire steel. I don't really use fire steels anymore. I've sort of lost the touch with them because I just don't use them, but that's in there just in case. And then the last thing is just a 12 gauge shotgun shell. It's got some inner tube on it to keep it you know, more water resistant. And then in there I've just got some matches. So I'd say that's the surefire method way that I use. I never really seem to have a lighter on me for some reason.
So your preferred way is basically char cloth?
Yeah. I'd say my favourite method is either friction fire or flint and steel.
So even in damp conditions?
Yeah, if you've got the materials to do it.
Yeah.
I'd say when it's really damp conditions, I'd say male wood's probably the best way to go.
Right.
Just, you know, because it burns for a long time. But yeah, when it's, apart from when it's not really wet, I'd say flint and steel, char cloth. Presuming you can get the tinder bundle material to light, if you can find any at all.
Nice, man. So what we'll do now, we're just going to get the brew on now. Okay, so Bill looking all casual. What we're going to do now, we're going to get a fire going to get our first brew of the day on. So what we're going to do here, Bill?
We're going to try, we'll see how well this goes, doing flint and steel. I've just got a bird's nest with some dried, well, dry-ish grass. It's still a bit damp, and there's a bit of sweet chestnut bark there as well that I've shredded. So I've got all me tinder, kindling, everything. So we'll see how this goes. There we go. gas.
There you go, look at that. Only 20 Marlboro a day when you go. When you have a like
Crying now.
It's easy to get emotional. I have that effect on people, Paul. Okay, so there you go. The fire's just starting to get stoked up, and you know what? We were just talking, as you do, and you were just showing me your possibles pouch, Bill.
Yep.
And you know what? I just thought I need to show you guys this because I'm finding this fascinating. I've only looked at a couple of items so far, and already this is really cool. Do you want to just talk us through again?
Yeah. So this is just a film capsule, what your grandma had put her photo stuff in. But this has just got balls of pine resin in it. So I was just saying to Zed, like, I mainly, you can see it's just pure resin there. Smells beautiful, but I mainly use this for making glue. Or if I've got a cut or something, I'll just rub a bit on the cut, use it as an antiseptic.
And you were saying with that obviously in order to kind of source that, it's what? You were saying open wounds on pine trees?
Yeah, open wounds on the pine trees, yeah, so it'll just usually drip down the trunk.
Right.
Or like I was saying, if it's in large areas, it'll just drop on the floor. And
right.
I mean, these bits I found were in a massive ball of just pure sap on the floor, so
nice.
It's really just looking about. Just a big chunk of flint there. That's not for anything specific, it's just, you know, flint and steel or whatever. I could use it as a primitive cutting tool because, you know, it's pretty sharp.
It is, isn't it? It's got a bit of a bite to it, that one.
This is just, I think this is lime bark. This is just a bit of cordage I've made. It's quite a long piece.
So you've actually made that yourself then? Wow.
Yeah, inner bark from the lime tree, and then it's a decent length. I think it's about 2 or 3 meters in that. But that's not for anything specific. Just lashing something together, I guess.
So it's not for some kinky lovemaking, something like that, no?
Bushcraft bondage.
Bushcraft bondage. Look at that, BB.
This was what you gave me. The primitive sewing kit. I've just added some more artificial sinew onto the outside of it, and then just put a few leather needles in there as well.
This, a quick backdrop, this is from Bushcraft man Jonathan from Sweden, a young guy, and man, it's very, very talented guy, and he makes this stuff himself. So I ordered it I gave, there was a handmade pipe, smoking pipe, that I gave that to Brian, and you've got the sewing kit, man. I like the way you've done a little mod on that then.
Yeah, it's ready to go. What else have I got? I've just got loads of pieces of cloth. Obviously char cloth, or you could use it as a impromptu, you know, bandage or something. I'm a bit naughty. I often don't carry a first aid kit about when I go out. I don't know. I'll just look for a mushroom or something to cover it up with. But I'll get a slap on the wrist from quite a few people for saying that.
I know, you're going to get a backlash now.
Yeah. But one thing I can use cloth for as well, if I'm making nettle cordage, if I don't have gloves, when you've got to get rid of all the needles off the stem,
right,
you can just get your stem, well, where's a stick? I don't know. So that's the stem, and you just like rub it up and down like that,
right,
and that just takes off the needles. So that's what I use that for. Magnifying glass. Fire starting. If I can rarely use that here in the UK if it's ever sunny. Can wish though. What was this? This is, I think this is a little fishing kit I put together. It's nothing spectacular. It's just literally some hooks in a piece of hide and some line there wrapped up.
But you keep your stuff really traditional, don't you? It's I like that.
Yeah, I try to. Some more cordage there. I think Steve gave me this. Sparky Steve. He had some of this. We've got a few tea lights in there, and then just
Is that when you want to create a romantic atmosphere later on? We're chilling out.
I'll light them later. And then this is just some beeswax.
Do you know what? I was gifted one of those. What are the couple of uses that you use them for?
For beeswax?
Yeah.
I did cover my haversack in it. You can melt it down, and I rubbed my canvas haversack in it just to waterproof it. Well, a bit more water resistant. And then when I've made cordage as well, just to, especially if you were going to use it for bow drill, say, if you just get the cord and you rub it up and down,
right,
and it sort of waxes the cord and makes it more strong, keeps it together more, stops it from fraying as much, basically. So that's what I mainly use it for. I mean, you can see the grooves there where I've just run down the cordage, but...
Right, gotcha.
Yeah, that's just a little possibles pouch of odd bits and bobs that I might use when I'm out.
Okay, so what we're going to do now, are we going to...
Right, so I think we'll take these fine bits. Probably best to split this in half.
Okay.
So I'd say this could be the fine stuff,
Okay.
medium, and then have this just as the outer.
Okay,
This
cool.
stuff's quite damp.
So
I'd say the middle stuff, just
really
break
separate
it up
out.
loads, yeah. Let's like rip it like that. And then obviously when you're doing that, all this stuff's all these bits will gather. And then I'd say for the really fine stuff, if you go like this, and proper rub it in a circle, like you were saying earlier. And you just get them bits.
Right.
So that would be the super fine stuff.
Gotcha.
So if we just put that on there. My hand's quite good for this. The hand drill just makes your hands go.
I was about to say, man, I'm like a right wuss, man. Like soft hands. All of you, like.
I mean, that stuff's just like...
I haven't got much of my home. Okay, so what we've done, so Bill, we've got the dry grass here.
Yeah.
This is obviously the coarse stuff.
Yeah, so this will be what we use as the
actual bird nest.
shell of the bird nest, like that. And then we've got the medium stuff.
So this is the stuff we roughed up, we kind of really
Yeah.
moulded in our hands, separated out the fibres.
Yeah.
And then obviously the bits that fell out into the hands and on the actual trunk, that's the stuff here.
Yeah, this is just like, you can see it's just like sawdust, tiny little bits. So this will just help the ember grow, really. Because if you went from a piece of char cloth or something and just did, because a lot of people you see, don't they just miss that out and assume this bundle's going to go up, but there's not enough heat energy in your ignition that's going to be able to ignite that up, especially if it's dry, wet, because this is still quite damp, you can feel.
Gotcha.
But we should be able to do it.
So we're going to put that into that, and then we're going to put that into that.
Yep.
Okay, cool. So we'll come back when we've done that.
So you just want to make that into your bird's nest.
So what's the key here with the bird's nest? Do we want to really kind of create a cavity in there, or?
Not that much. because obviously if it's really deep in there, it's just going to burn straight through and come out the other side.
Right.
One thing I learned with Cody, like once it's all in there,
Yeah.
you try and make it a bit thicker in the centre. If you can go like that, and you can like feel your fingers touching
Yeah.
by squeezing it, then it's not thick enough.
Right.
It's not enough there for it to burn out.
Gotcha.
But if there's a decent like compressed bit between your thumb, then
Oh, so there needs
Yeah.
to be a.
you
Gotcha.
say it should be like that.
Interesting.
Yeah, so then once you've got that like that, then you're just getting all that.
And what's the key with this? Shall we just?
Yeah,
Is
this
it-
just want to put in like that. You're right, and you can gather all this stuff up as well. So squeeze it. It's going to be like that.
Right.
So it's nicely closed in, so that should be alright like that. And then if we get this stuff here,
So this is the ultra fine
yeah,
stuff,
that's
isn't
the
it?
ultra fine stuff.
So with this
you
one,
want
you're-
this in like a
Little bundle.
small area.
Okay.
Like that.
So that's literally just sitting in the middle, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
So, okay, the thumb holding it,
Yeah.
just a little, so you keep it a little bit away from the edge, right?
Yeah, you could just so you don't want to take it all off. There you go, that's a good one.
Just
There you go, nice. So you don't need to blow on it or anything.
Oh, you don't?
No.
And what I'll do is just put it straight
Just
in,
drop
yeah?
that in there like that.
And then what's the art here? Is that?
So you want to get a good grip there. You want to close it in
Mm-hmm.
and keep it pinched nice. Hold it up about there
Okay.
and just gently blow on it. A little bit harder. See what I mean, like?
So am I blowing into the actual?
Yeah, right into the ember. That's good once you see the smoke. Yes, keep it nice and light. You can sort of work out how you need to keep it compressed. There you go. So gradually start to build it up. Lift it up a bit.
So why would you lift it up to get a better?
Yeah,
better
more
angle.
yeah. Thing is as well, when people do the Tinder bundle, if they're holding it down, they often can't breathe because all the smoke's going in the face, but they don't realise. As you see the ember grow, just gradually start to blow more. Keep blowing. You want to get the smoke really like pluming out like that. Yeah, keep going. You can hold it up a bit more. The stuff's a bit damp, so you want to really blow on it to get it into flame. Just have a bit at the back of it. Yeah, really do it. You can lift it up a bit just so you don't cough yourself out.
Put this down or?
No, just keep going. If it's starting to burn your fingers, then. Your best bet, yeah. There you go. Nicely done. It's hard work, isn't it? Especially with damp materials.
It is.
You have to really like nurture it, don't you? If you do it wrong, it's just going to go straight out.
Thank you. Wow, it wasn't as easy as it looked, man.
But obviously it's damp, so it's just going to keep going out. But you know, then you just chuck some barker on it or something. Then I just stop.
So here we go, we're doing a hand drill now. So what we're doing now, we're carving out the hole first, aren't we?
Yeah, I need to make the depression, burn it in. Let's see. Oh, we've got one.
Success.
Whew, can't breathe.
Right, so now we've got the tinder bond that we used earlier on.
Here's the ember.
Cut out water, let's go in, man.
This should be a bit easier because we've already got some charred stuff in there. This is the hard bit.
Look at that. Man, make fire.
Sort of destroyed that, but it's still there.
Okay, so like proper scavengers, we're now going to go out and build an actual tinder kit. So obviously collect some cramp balls. Ash is pretty plentiful around here, and Bill has kindly donated some Burke. I'm sure he's going to invoice me later. We'll have to see. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and have a look around there, grab a few bits and bobs so I can basically practice at home. So, Mr. Wander in the Wild, what are we doing here? We're collecting, what is it, punkwood?
Yeah.
So is that like wood with a Mohican and a leather studded jacket?
Not quite.
See, you've got to put up with really bad jokes there. You've got another night of this.
Yeah, so it's just like rotten wood, to put it simply, and it's just, it's really spongy.
And what's the advantages of this? What do you do with this? You char
So
it?
we'll put this in the tin, char it, and then it takes a spark, and it just becomes like a piece of charcoal, really.
Right.
So it'll burn for a bit longer than charcoal off wood.
And is it a specific type of tree, or any tree that's?
Any really, that's like far enough rotten.
So this is birch.
This is birch, yeah.
Inside this is proper decayed in it, this one. So we need the tin big enough to get this whole tree in, basically. That's what we need. That's why we need a bushcraft store, man. Pathfinder. Let's get a Pathfinder tin. Fit a tree this big in. So what we're doing here, Bill?
Taking the amadou layer off of the horsehoof fungus, so then we'll char it up in the tin.
There must be one big horseman that belonged to. Look at the size of the thing. Jeez.
It's a hat.
It is, isn't it? Suits you, man.
Yeah, I knocked it off with an axe. It's been here at the shelter for a while, to be honest. I haven't really used it.
Oh, what we're going to do with this, we're going to char this, yeah?
Yeah, so the bits we get off will char.
So this is what, Bill? You were making some what? Pine tar in this tray?
Yeah, so we just cut loads of... So there's a hole in the middle of this tin there.
Mm-hmm.
So we make a hole in the ground for this tin to go in.
Mm-hmm.
And we put that like that.
Right.
And then this would be level to the ground, this bigger tin. Fill it with birch bark. I did do a video on it a while ago, but fill it with birch bark, coil it around so it's full. Build a big fire on top of it, leave it a few hours, and then all the oil comes out of the bark.
Right.
Goes through the hole, collects in that. And you can use that as like antiseptic, or boil it down more and make glue out of it.
Or just patch up some of the potholes in my road, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so what we're going to do now, we're going to char some of the punk wood, yeah?
Yep.
So it's literally the same as you do charcoal off.
Yeah, yeah. It can go a bit brittle after, so we'll see how it goes, but...
Is that you or the punk wood? Right, let's go. I think what is happening on this trip now is I'm doing a commentating and video, and Billy's actually just doing everything. It's a good working relationship.
Leave that on there, wait for that to do something.
And here we go, here's his new semi-detached. So he's going to move in with his wife and 2 kids.
Kitchen lounge area.
Kitchen lounge area, that's it, patio.
2 bed.
Room
Double bed, I mean.
Room with your garden needs a bit of sorting out.
Yeah.
Nothing kind of, bit of B&Q cladding won't sort out.
It's got a few shelves.
It's got a few shelves, you can't see it actually in this light. But so it's nice actually, you popped into IKEA before I was coming. So you kind of decked out his thing.
Tables and all.
That's it, man, sorted. He's actually not actually lying about the tables as well. There you go. There's the tables over there. Here's a bench. Look at that. Here's a kitchen area. Here's a drive. Look at that, man. The man in his castle. Okay, so we've managed to char the punk wood. There we go, we're going to try and just light it now with a flint and steel. There we go, look at that.
really just goes off by itself. So if you run out of char cloth, grab some wood.
As you do. That's what she said. Right. Okay, so halfway during the day, now time for a bit of lunch. I'm going to keep it quite simple. We're going to go for Asani instant noodles, spicy vegetable flavour. So nice and simple and tasty, just like my women. Right, anyway. Right, let's get this opened up. These taste delicious, man, these ones. Okay. So, let's get the flavour out. The simple little thing with these, just break them up. Okay, let's get that in. Pour the flavour in. If I can open it. Right, there you go. Okay. Let's get that spice in there. And here we got the Nalgene. These are really good, the Nalgene canteen bottles. So just get this in here. There you go. Now, let's put this on the fire.
Did you get that?
That was that well done?
No, it's alright. It's getting a bit of brown on it.
It's getting charred but grilled.
Getting a bit of colour to it.
He actually knows what he's doing, believe it or not.
Well, come along, boys, listen to my tale. Tell you about my troubles on the old Chisholm Trail. Come and tie-yi, yippee, yippee, yay, yippee, yay. Come and tie-yi, yippee, yippee, yay. I started up the trail October 23rd. Started up the trail with the two you heard. Come and tie-yi, yippee, yippee, yay, yippee, yay. Come and tie-yi, yippee, yippee, yay. Got a $10 horse, a $40 saddle, going down to punch them Texas cattle. Come and tie-yi, yippee, yippee, yay, yippee, yay. Tie-yi, yippee, yippee, yay. Woke up one morning on the old Chisholm Trail, rope in my hand and a cow by the tail. Come and tie-yi, yippee, yippee, yay, yippee, yay. A tie-yi, yippee, yippee, yay. I'm up in the morning before daylight, for asleep the moon is shining bright. Come and tie-yi, yippee, yippee, yay, yippee, yay. Tie-yi, yippee, yippee, yay. Old Ben Boldy was a fine old man, you know there'd be whiskey wherever he'd land. Come and tie-yi, yippee, yippee, yay, yippee, yay. Tie-yi, yippee, yippee, yay. Come and tie-yi, yippee, yippee, yay, yippee, yay. Tie-yi, yippee, yippee, yay. It's cloudy in the west, looking like rain. My long coat slicker's in the wagon again. Come and tie-yi, yippee, yippee, yay, yippee, yay. Tie-yi, yippee, yippee, yay. Feet in the stirrups, and seat on the saddle, hung and rattled with them longhorn cattle. Come and tie-yi, yippee, yippee, yay, yippee, yay. Tie-yi, yippee, yippee, yay. The wind commenced to blow and the rain began to fall. Looked like we was gonna lose them all. Come and tie-yi, yippee, yippee, yay, yippee, yay. Tie-yi, yippee, yippee, yay. Well, I jumped in the saddle, grabbed hold of the horn. The best blamed cowboy ever was born. Come and tie-yi, yippee, yippee, yay, yippee, yay. Tie-yi, yippee, yippee, yay. Come and tie-yi, yippee, yippee, yay, yippee, yay. Tie-yi, yippee, yippee, yay.
Okay, so it's approaching the evening. Time sponsored by Casio. So the power is, can you see that? It's 6:06 PM. And here we go. Tonight's dinner is, look at that. Hello mate, hello. It's a rainbow trout. Now I could pretend that we're some reindeer's figures, okay?
Yeah, we just caught this.
We just caught this with a harpoon that we built from scratch.
Bare hands.
Bare hands, okay? And the harpoon we just bought for this, and I'm not joking, we bought it from local supermarket. So there you go. And it's full of glory. This is a rainbow trout. Okay, as you can tell, he's been having his pies. Okay, so we're going to cook it traditional bushcraft style. So what leaves are these? These are
Burdock.
Burdock. Wasn't he a member of the A-Team? Or was that Murdoch? Right, anyway, so what we're going to do, we're going to wrap this bad boy up. And just put
We don't have any tin foil.
We don't have any tin foil. This is what real men do. So you want to be a real man, just watch what we do. Just ignore the supermarket carry bag and the tripod. Anyway, so the key here is to wrap it up quite a bit.
We need some.
And then we just lob it on the fire. So here we go, the fish now has gone on the embers. Embers are blowing absolutely perfectly. So it's approaching night time, we're going to go for a quick walk, the fish is on. The one thing I'm going to do is put one of these on my hammock. This is a tritium identification fob. So these are automatically, they light up I think for 15 years. They've got some kind of isotope in there. So made in a exotic location like Fukushima or Chernobyl. And what I'm going to do is just put these on my hammock so at night time I can see where my stuff is. Okay, so we're back at camp, the fish has been on the grill, and here you go, look at that. How succulent is that, cooked to absolute perfection. So, we're going to have a relaxed evening now, sit down and eat this. Oh man, that is so good. Wow, that is really good. Having me, man. Seriously. I'm glad I came, man. Well, not for you, but for my country. So that's it, end of a brilliant day. So we just went for a bit of a walk actually after the meal. Didn't record it, just wanted to kind of go for a bit of a freeform walk.
Get rid of the fish.
Get rid of the fish, work the fish off, add some wild raspberries. That was really cool, man. White raspberries, picked them up. Very romantic. So now we're back. We just got the fire stoked up. We're going to get some water on, have some hot chocolate, talking away, putting the world to rights. Listen to Dave Canterbury's theme song. Simply because I'll be humming it flipping all day. Annoying Billy. So he was like, I might as well put on the real thing, rather than listen to my horrible voice. So we've got some cake. And also, I actually want to show you something. Billy very kindly gifted me something. Okay, so here you go. Is a flint-napped, I was going to say a heart-shaped pendant, but that would just sound a bit wrong. It's an arrow-shaped pendant, and it's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So Billy, thank you so much for that, dude.
No worries.
I shall wear this with pride. I'll hunt some local chavs. They annoy me. That's
So
like
if you need an arrowhead, you've got one.
that's it, I've got arrowhead to take some chavs out. That's like the British equivalent of rednecks, I think.
It's like a fork.
Look at that fork. We're getting all civilised now. It's civilised. Bushcrafters, man.
Yeah.
Fork to eat cake. So listen, Billy's kindly gifted me this, but as a thank you, and once again on camera, I want to say thank you for having me down as a guest.
No worries.
With the thing, man. It's actually a beautiful.
I've put up with you.
He's put up with me, man. He's enjoyed me. Like one day's enough, I think.
Yeah.
But no, it's been an absolute honour to come down and spend time with you guys and stuff. You know, he's an established member of the YouTube community. Doesn't look it, but he is. With the thing. But no, he's been around. He's been around for what? 3 years? 3, 4 years on YouTube and stuff. So check this out, man. Old hat, man. He's like the grand old sage of YouTube. Okay. And stuff. But no, he's given me this as a kind gift. But I've also got something for him.
Oh wow.
It's only a little something. That's what she said. Right. Here you go, my friend.
Oh, thank you. It's like Christmas, isn't it?
It's like Christmas come early. Just no mistletoe, please.
It's got to be a knife unboxing.
It's got to be a knife unboxing, but this is like a proper unboxing. This is like proper bushcraft unboxing. You have a right to use a Mora to unbox. The suspense is killing you, isn't it?
People will be complaining. I'm taking too. I'm not good at unboxing.
He's not good at unboxing. Let me check this is still recording. Still recording, still recording. Oh, the suspense building up.
Oh shit! Bloody hell! Man, that's sick. That's wicked, man.
I wasn't sure what to get you, man. I was going to get you.
I don't think you'd have to get me anything.
No. Oh, actually, that's true. But yeah, no, I was gonna. Joking. No, I thought I'd get you something. That's. Let me do a quick zoom up so you can see what it's on like. No, it's cool. It's a pleasure, man.
Epic, mate.
So there you go, man. It's a bit difficult to see in this lighting, but that is a Boca Gnome neck knife.
That's wicked.
So it's got a look and feel to you, what you do, isn't it?
Yeah,
so,
definitely. Yeah.
with the thing, it's got a bit of a rustic.
Yeah. It's got a nice. I've got tiny woman hands anyway, so.
Yeah, let's not go there.
It fits it good though.
Yeah, no, very dangerous conversation when you say something like that. Okay, but there you go. Yeah, it was just a little something, man. I want to get you something that you're using. You know.
Definitely.
You're not going to do the classic bushcraft. Take your arms off your take the hairs off your arms. Yeah, take your arms off as well.
Oh no, I can't do. I don't know. I could do a little bit. Oh yeah.
Look at that.
That's made me bold.
Look at that. Hey guys, so that's it, man. That's a wrap of an overnighter with Billy Souter, aka Wandering the Wild. What's that? How do they do the W gang signals again? Anyway, yeah, it's like that. See, look, he's been practicing, man. So basically, that's it, man. It's a wrap. It's early Saturday morning. We went for a romantic walk up this hill, and what you just saw was a spectacular view from here. All in all, it's a beautiful location, man. You got it pretty sorted over here, Bill.
Yeah.
Seriously. So he's a man of few words but many actions. Story of his life. So, but no, all in all, it's been an absolutely amazing time. If you haven't subscribed already to Bill, I know he's quite a popular guy on YouTube, but if for whatever reason you're not subscribed, then you made the right choice. But no, if I'm joking, the jokes have just continued on for like the past 24 hours. So it's getting to the point where we're just like still cracking the jokes. But no, if you haven't checked out Bill, then I'm going to put a link below the video here, Wandering the Wild. Please go check him out. He does do some great stuff. You need to ramp up your videos, man. And he needs to take some.
I need a camera crew.
He needs a camera crew, and he needs the expertise of Outdoor Life of Brian, Mr. Steven Spielberg's inspiration himself on doing how to do good quality video, which I'm aspiring to myself. So I idolise people like Outdoor Life of Brian.
Don't give him too much credit; he'll get too big-headed.
No, he's already big-headed, so we need to slap that down. Anyway, all in all, we're rambling on now. It's been an amazing time. It really, really has, man. Bill, in all seriousness, because we can be serious, has taught me some great stuff, man. You know, about the principles of fire lighting. There's a lot of kind of natural resources, and that was the kind of key thing. Go around, you know, forage it yourself, and then process it and stuff. And in between it, obviously, we just had a great time. We've been very, 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 very blessed. The weather-wise, it's just been absolutely stunning. You know, it was hammering when I was leaving London, but come over here, that's it. The sun's shining.
Blue sky, isn't it?
Yeah, literally, it's so hot. It's just been a great day. So like I said, all in all, it's been an absolute success. I thoroughly enjoyed myself. I thoroughly hope you guys have enjoyed watching this video. Once again, it's just a video diary of my trip here to hang out with Billy. And like I said, that's it, man. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you've got any comments, questions or feedback or anything, then please leave them below. If you haven't liked this video, then why not? Why wouldn't you like this video? Don't you know we're self-conscious about these things? So like the video. If you haven't subscribed to the channel already, please do so. My next trip out is going to be my solo overnight, my second one. See, look, I can't stop going out now. So it's going to be next week, so look forward to that one. And like I said, whatever you're doing today, the rest of the week, I hope you have a blessed day, blessed week ahead. This is Ed from Zed Outdoors. Peace out.